Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Rosh, and we are looking at my first placement match for Starcraft 2. And we have, as intros in the bottom left, myself, Rosh, as the Blue Terran. In the 3 o'clock position, we have Blackout, our Zerg opponent, for the first placement match. Now he throws down almost, actually an immediate spawning pool. And he goes Zergling, Zergling, Zerglings. I guess what the first thing I'm going to do here with these is I'm going to look at, first off, just what happened with the match. And then I'll start sort of reviewing some of the basics, which I need to be working on, or mechanics, or you know, what happened, the little things that I'm going to be working on. So what these are basically, these are going to be me looking at my games, working at it, just trying. These videos are mostly made for the lower echelons of the StarCraft 2 players out there, on just struggling to get better on a very sort of part-time basis. So if you are pro at StarCraft 2, then you might not get a whole lot out of this other than looking at lower levels, but I wanted to share the thought process that I have with people too on what I'm looking at as he builds more Zerglings. I go for the 1-1-1 opening, so I got my barracks down, making some Marines. He's got his... Oh yes, I remember now, because when I was playing this, he was random. He came up random, and I didn't know exactly if he was Zerg yet. And I think before this, I had discovered he was Zerg. He sends over his first Zerglings. I am building, trying not to get supply blocked. I believe I do at some point get supply blocked. There goes the starport. He tests the front door, which is sealed. Building more and more. Let's get the... There we go. Not building anything yet. Building. There's his drones. I think he builds mostly Zerglings. Builds a little bit more drones, but pretty much goes straight Zerglings. And I think he's initially thinking to go Baneling Nest. Do the switcheroo with the factory, the starport, to bring up my Banshee production, because I wanted to go make some harassment units, if I remember correctly, to go and harass his worker line. There's some more drones for him. Do some scanneroo to see what's going on his side. There's my first Banshee pops out. No, I don't start the cloak yet. At some point I know I do. Get my 2 other barracks up, so I've got 3 barracks now. 1 starport. Making SCVs, trying not to get supply blocked. He's got his lings hanging out. Not entirely an exciting match. I check it out again to see these wonderful lings going on. Not a whole lot else. He's just going straight lings. Got my 2 Banshees ready. Do I take them straight in? Oh yeah, I decided to try and like, there isn't very many lings here. Let me go take these out. Get my medevac, and I think soon we'll be starting. Oh, I just started cloak. Okay, nice. And I bring these puppies up and start harassing units. He sees this, doesn't have anything to shoot up, and decides to leave the game. So there's that. Let me kick this back to the... Oh, finish it, I guess. Short game. But now... So that's what happened. But now let's take a look back now. Some of the mechanics, the few things that I know I need to work on now are learned completely and totally from Day 9. And for those who are not familiar with Day 9, he is probably one of, if not the top commentator. Huge esport fan. And he does the Day 9 Daily, where he's all about making people better. He's got some great videos a lot of his videos, for someone who's newer at StarCraft 2, can be kind of over your head. But he's got some awesome videos on basic mechanics. And one of those included is constant SCV production. That's first, little tenet of basic mechanics. So I should be constantly pumping out these little SCV guys, my workers. And so we can take a look to see if I'm doing that. And so far, by just staring at my command center, I can see that I am so far. I know I don't do it perfectly. From there, constantly building SCVs is constantly building workers, or not workers, units from my unit producing structures. So my barracks here, when I get that down, I should be constantly making Marines from this bad boy. which so far I'm underway. So I should constantly be seeing Marines up here and SCVs producing. So this Marine ends, another one pops up, getting ready. And just one. Get my factory going, heat test alignment. I'm looking at this stuff. I'm looking at the basic stuff right now. There's another SCV going. I got my next one queued up. So far, so good. It's all great and glorious in the beginning here. I can easily look and go, hey, look, I'm constantly making SCVs. I'm making more units. Yay! But that's pretty much. Let me take it into the Rosh cam.
Base
all I'm looking
is under
at.
Attack.
I'm gonna assume. Decide to that he's might be pressuring my door, make a bunker.
Complete.
But yeah, it's pretty much here. It isn't, as we will probably see in later placement matches and later games, when there's a lot of stuff going on. Am I continuing to do the basics? Am I continuing to pump out SCVs? And I queue up more than what I need.
SCV ready. Gangway.
Get my other barracks going.
Ready to raise some hell.
Units, I'm not producing. Oh yeah, now I'm producing a Marine. Checking out, see what he's doing. Back in my base.
Engine screaming.
So I feel like I did an okay job with the SCV production and unit buildings.
Additional
So those are, let's see, so we got constant production of SCVs, constant production of units from my unit building structures, and don't get supply blocked. And I am currently supply blocked in this game. I'm making another supply depot. Oh, there it is. I must have been making another one.
Add-on complete.
There it is. So I'm no longer supply blocked, which is good. All right, these are built and building units. Great. Getting my combat shield. Stim pack is going. Not building out of here.
Ready for dust off.
No longer building out of barracks. Build. Okay, there it is. SCVs. Still going. I know I don't do. No, nothing now. Nothing now. Oh, he's over here. See? Nothing's building. Yeah, I'm finishing the game here. Oh, there it is. So I do get another one going. Okay. So those are the kind of basic things that I'm looking at. That I will be looking at a lot is the basics. I know that's where we need to start. And for all you other lower level echelon people out there, because I'm going to end up in I'm not going to give away yet for those first watching this where I end up getting placed for my placement matches in what league, but it's a lower league. We'll say it's in bronze, silver, or gold. So that's where I think if you're in bronze, silver, or gold, watching some of these videos might help, or following along with me as I look at some replays and figure out what on earth I'm supposed to be working on. And those basics are something to start with. So this is placement match 1. Let's go and check out placement match number 2. Thanks, guys. This is Arash. Adios.